Good afternoon everyone, and welcome to this session on yoga for stress relief and relaxation at home. And I'm excited to be your instructor today. We all know how stress and anxiety can affect our physical and mental well-being, and it's important to find ways to manage and reduce these feelings. This is where yoga comes in. Not only can it help us to calm our minds and reduce stress, but it can also improve our physical strength and flexibility. So, in this session, we'll explore some key yoga techniques that you can use to relieve stress and promote relaxation in your own home. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced yogi, I hope you'll find something useful and enjoyable in this practice. Let's dive into the key yoga techniques for stress relief and relaxation. Key yoga poses for stress relief and relaxation. Child's pose, Balasana. This pose helps to release tension in the back, shoulders, and neck. Begin on your hands and knees, then sit back on your heels and stretch your arms forward. Rest your forehead on the mat and breathe deeply for several breaths. Forward fold, Uttanasana. This pose helps to release tension in the back, neck, and hamstrings. Begin standing with your feet hip-width apart, fold forward from the hips and reach for the ground with your hands. Keep a slight bend in the knees and breathe deeply for several breaths. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. This pose helps to stretch the hamstrings, calves, and spine. Begin on your hands and knees, then lift your hips up and back, pressing your hands and feet into the ground. Keep your head and neck relaxed and breathe deeply for several breaths. Standing forward bend, Uttanasana. This pose helps to calm the mind and release tension in the back and neck. Begin standing with your feet hip-width apart, fold forward from the hips and reach for the ground with your hands. Keep a slight bend in the knees and breathe deeply for several breaths. Benefits and proper alignment of each pose. Child's pose, Balasana. This pose helps to release tension in the back, shoulders, and neck. Keep your arms extended in front of you, palms facing down. Your forehead should rest on the mat. Forward fold, Uttanasana. This pose helps to release tension in the back, neck, and hamstrings. Keep your legs straight or slightly bent, and your spine long. Allow your head and neck to hang heavy. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. This pose helps to stretch the hamstrings, calves, and spine. Keep your hands shoulder width apart, and your feet hip width apart. Your heels should be pressing toward the ground. Standing forward bend, Uttanasana. This pose helps to calm the mind and release tension in the back and neck. Keep your legs straight or slightly bent, and your spine long. Allow your head and neck to hang heavy. See how to incorporate these poses into a daily routine. These poses can be incorporated into your daily routine in several ways. You can practice them individually or as a sequence, depending on your preferences and time constraints. Some suggestions include practicing each pose for several breaths before moving on to the next one. Flowing through the poses in a sequence, repeating the sequence several times. Holding each pose for a longer period of time, such as several minutes. Remember to listen to your body and modify the poses as needed to suit your individual needs and abilities. Regular practice of these yoga poses can help to reduce stress and promote relaxation. Breathing is a vital aspect of yoga practice, and it can be an incredibly effective tool for relaxation and stress relief. We'll be exploring a few different breathing techniques that you can use at home to help calm your mind and body. The first technique is called Ujjayi breath, which translates to victorious breath. To practice Ujjayi breath, begin by taking a deep inhale through your nose, then exhale through your mouth with a slight constriction at the back of your throat. You should hear a soft ocean-like sound as you exhale. Continue breathing in this manner, keeping your breath slow and steady, for a few minutes. Another breathing technique we'll explore is called Nadi Shodhana, or alternate nostril breathing. To practice Nadi Shodhana, begin by sitting comfortably and placing your right thumb on your right nostril and your ring and pinky fingers on your left nostril. Take a deep inhale through your left nostril, then close it off with your fingers and exhale through your right nostril. Inhale through your right nostril, then close it off and exhale through your left nostril. Continue alternating nostrils for a few minutes, breathing slowly and steadily throughout. See next, we'll explore Brahmari Pranayama, or bee breath. Begin by sitting comfortably and placing your hands on your face, with your index fingers on your eyebrows, your middle fingers on the bridge of your nose, your ring fingers on your nostrils, and your pinky fingers on your cheeks. Take a deep inhale through your nose, then as you exhale, make a humming sound like a bee. Continue breathing in this manner for a few minutes, feeling the vibration of the sound throughout your body. Remember, when practicing breathing techniques, it's important to focus on your breath and let go of any distractions or thoughts that may arise. With practice, these techniques can help you achieve a sense of calm and relaxation, even during a stressful day. Consistency is key when it comes to yoga practice for stress relief and relaxation. It's important to make time for yourself each day to practice, even if it's just for a few minutes. Consider setting aside a specific time each day for your yoga practice, such as first thing in the morning or before bed. Incorporating yoga into your daily routine doesn't have to be time-consuming or complicated. Even just a few simple poses or breathing techniques can be incredibly effective for stress relief and relaxation. And remember, it's okay to start small and build from there. Finally, it's important to prioritize self-care for overall health and well-being. Taking care of yourself both physically and mentally can help you manage stress and lead a more balanced life. Along with your yoga practice, consider other self-care practices such as getting enough sleep, eating a healthy diet, and spending time with loved ones. Practicing yoga at home can be challenging, especially when faced with distractions or lack of motivation. As a yoga instructor, I cannot stress enough the importance of consistency in yoga practice for stress relief and relaxation. It's essential to find time each day to devote to your practice. Even just a few minutes of yoga can make a significant difference in reducing stress and promoting relaxation. To make yoga a daily habit, it's helpful to set a specific time for your practice each day. Choose a time that works best for you, whether it's in the morning or evening, and make it a non-negotiable part of your routine. In addition to consistency, self-care is also crucial for overall health and well-being. It's essential to take care of yourself physically, emotionally, and mentally. This can involve anything from getting enough sleep to eating a balanced diet to taking time for self-reflection and self-care activities like yoga. Remember, self-care is not selfish. It's necessary for being able to show up as your best self for your loved ones and your community. So, prioritize yourself and your self-care routine. Incorporating yoga into your daily routine is one way to practice self-care and reduce stress, but it's not the only way. Find other self-care activities that resonate with you and incorporate them into your routine as well. So, make sure to prioritize consistency and self-care in your daily life. You'll notice a significant difference in how you feel and how to show up in the world. As an instructor, it's important to acknowledge that practicing yoga for stress relief and relaxation can be challenging, especially when done at home. Therefore, it's essential to address common obstacles that students may encounter and offer strategies to overcome them. Firstly, distractions can easily arise when practicing yoga at home, from family members to pets to phone notifications. It's important to create a designated space for your practice and let your loved ones know that you're unavailable during that time. Turn off your phone or put it on silent, and try to limit any other distractions that may come up. Secondly, a lack of motivation can be a common obstacle for some students. One way to stay motivated is by setting realistic goals for yourself and reminding yourself of the benefits of practicing yoga regularly. Additionally, finding an accountability partner or joining a virtual yoga community can help keep you motivated and committed to your practice. Lastly, it's crucial to emphasize the importance of self-compassion and self-forgiveness when practicing yoga at home. It's okay to have an off day or not be able to complete a full practice. Remember that yoga is a journey, and progress takes time. Be gentle with yourself and acknowledge that any effort towards stress relief and relaxation is valuable. Overall, with the right mindset and strategies, you can overcome common obstacles and reap the benefits of a consistent yoga practice for stress relief and relaxation. Thank you so much for joining me today and exploring the wonderful world of yoga for stress relief and relaxation. We covered a lot of ground, from understanding stress and its effects on the mind and body to learning key yoga techniques and breathing exercises for stress relief and relaxation.